All right, we got a couple of pieces of business to get to before we get to this final. But before we get to our business, is everybody having a good time tonight? Are you glad to be here? I just want to take this opportunity to say, from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much for believing in what we're trying to put together with the PGF. I think what we're doing is something really special. I don't think it exists anywhere else in this sport. And I think that what we're trying to do is build something sustainable that's friendly to the fans, that's friendly to the athletes, that's friendly to the entire industry. And in that vein, I would like to, before we get to the finals that I know we've all been waiting for, I would like to do something that I feel is important. You know, in Jiu-Jitsu, we have the very prestigious and incredible ADCC, the Abu Dhabi Combat Club. They got their Hall of Fame. We got the IBJJF out there doing their own thing. They got their Hall of Fame. But what doesn't exist in our sport is a Jiu-Jitsu Hall of Fame. Something that acknowledges the efforts of everybody, not just one individual organization. And so what I would like to do tonight is establish our first two recipients for the Jiu-Jitsu Hall of Fame. Go ahead, please. And I don't think that you could really have a legitimate and true Jiu-Jitsu Hall of Fame if you didn't start with one man. The man who started it all. Most of us in this room, a lot of us at least, we fell in love with Jiu-Jitsu for the first time when this man fought his way through a bracket at UFC 1. When he fought his way through a bracket at UFC 2. When he came out at UFC 3, fought his heart out, had to sit, and then came back at UFC 4 and fought his way through a bracket again. And time again, this man has proven the efficacy and the beauty of Jiu-Jitsu, and everyone in this room is sitting here tonight because of what this man did and the sacrifices that him and his family made. And as our first recipient, our first inductee into the Jiu-Jitsu Hall of Fame, I'd like to welcome and introduce you, ladies and gentlemen, to Royce Gracie. Strap it on. You know, I would just strap it up on his shoulder right there. It looks good right there. Royce, if you don't mind, first of all, just from the bottom of my heart, thank you for everything that you did for all of us, for me, for my life, for my family, for my students, for everybody that's here in this room. I'd like to just give you an opportunity, if you'd like, to just say a few words.
It wasn't me. You guys never saw me fighting. You saw the technique. So thanks to my Uncle Carlos and my father, they're the ones that started the whole thing. I was just a product of their work.
What does it mean to you to see Jiu-Jitsu now being elevated to the stage it is, and to see us trying to bring the entire community together with one purpose and one single vision to grow it into something that it could be really special?
What happened in Brazil a long time ago, the world did not see until it came to America. Now, once America found out, the whole world found out.
Royce, we all owe a great debt to you for the sacrifices that you made, for what you did, not just for us, not just for Jiu-Jitsu, but for the entire martial arts world. Ladies and gentlemen, please, with all your heart, put your hands together for the legend, Royce Gracie. And I would also like to acknowledge another man who has been a force in Jiu-Jitsu. And honestly, might have been as responsible as anyone else for spreading the art throughout this country, particularly in the state of Texas. This man owns Texas. Not only has this man been an important part of making jiu-jitsu a big part of a lot of lives and changing a lot of lives, but he's been an important part of my life personally. He's been a mentor of mine. He's been somebody that I've been able to call on in times of trouble and in times when I just needed a wise voice in my ear. Ladies and gentlemen, let me present to you the one, the only, another legend, Carlos Machado. Carlos, you're so wise. You've done so much for our sport and for all of us. I'd like to just give you a few moments to just break down. And you know what? You're one of only 2 people I think I could let take the mic from me. Just don't hold it on the bottom here, Carlos.
Just kidding. I'm so excited here right now that I may be at a loss of words. And there's enough to be said. Royce, you're the man, my brother. In '93, when you went the first time, we were like a nerve wrack. It was a do or die. You know, we're praying, and not only you won the first, you won 3 in a row, and you did for 2 more and had an incredible career. Thank you so much, brother. Really, thank you from the bottom of my heart. We're always with you and will always be. Brandon, what's going on at PGF? This evolution, you know, jiu-jitsu. I was talking to Royce. These kids nowadays, they move so fast. They're so well prepared. They're so dynamic, so technical. You see the way they train. But when we look back, you know, it was not until he came to America. God bless America. When he came to this country, it became worldwide. And I'm very thankful for every opportunity I had with every person I met here, you included. I know Eddie Bravo, you know, is a product of the lineage that we have. And I want to finish with this, okay? Jiu-Jitsu will never, ever be a job done. Will always be a work in progress. And I know that it's humbling for me to see how much it has evolved, but also very motivating. And if I can feel I have a small piece of contribution in this big, big revolution that has taken place with the Gracie family, my cousins have started, and we are blessed to learn from and continue the work here, delivering to you the best we can and to see the best coming to fruition. And let me tell you, PGF is just the beginning. The way we change lives, you're changing lives. Not only the benefit of doing jiu-jitsu, because you all know it changes lives, but now you give an opportunity and a new platform for all these young guns that can go for more than just a medal on their neck or a trophy. They can have notoriety. And guys, you're out there, don't slow down and don't think you're too good, because other people come right after you. Remember those who came before, but remember, there'll be a lot more coming after you. So don't lower your guard. Young man, what's your name again? You over there? Matt. Matt lost the match. He came to his coach or friend and said, Matt, got to go back to the drawing board and work. So let's be honest with us. It stays with us. It never dies. Keep on doing. Love you all.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time for Royce Gracie and Carlos Machado, the first inductees into the Jiu-Jitsu Hall of Fame.
PGF looks to build the future of the sport by honoring the past, and 2 guys very deserving of going into a Hall of Fame, Royce Gracie, Carlos Machado. There's literally grappling royalty in the building tonight, and we're honoring that.